This was back in high school. I grew up in a small town. Everyone went through the same elementary and high school. We all kind of knew each other's business to some extent. I had this guy who had been annoying me for a couple years, but it wasn't a lot. Mostly because he wasn't the brightest, so it wasn't uncommon that I got him back with a reply that he couldn't answer to. One day, I think it was the 11th grade, he said something rather mean to me, but I answered back and a bunch of people all laughed at him. He got really red in the face, and then he leaned in real close and made a vile sexual threat. Then he walked away with a big grin on his face. That really pissed me off for obvious reasons. I thought about the interaction all day, and after school, I decided what to do about it. I went and told his mom. Up until that day, all of our clashes had been the usual high school nonsense. Some shove in the hallway, some comment meant to sting, me firing back with a sharper reply. But this time was different. The way he leaned in, the look in his eyes, and that ugly sentence he spat out left me sick to my stomach. It wasn't just another insult. It was something designed to make me feel small, to scare me, to remind me I was a girl, and he thought he had power over me. I kept turning it over in my mind during class. Teachers were talking, chalk scratching against boards, but all I could hear was his voice and see that stupid grin. For the first time, I didn't just want to clap back. I wanted him to actually face consequences. That's when the idea hit me. We lived in a town where parents still knew what their kids were doing, where moms could straighten you out faster than any teacher or principal. I realized there was someone who needed to hear about this more than anyone else, his mom. So after school, instead of heading home, I walked straight to his house. My heart was pounding the entire way. I wasn't even sure if I'd go through with it until I was standing at their front door. The porch light was off, the blinds half open, and I could smell someone baking from inside. I knocked before I could change my mind. She opened the door, wiping her hands on a kitchen towel, looking surprised but not unfriendly. I told her who I was and that I went to school with her son. That was all it took. She stepped aside and let me in. We sat in their living room, me stumbling over my words at first, then finally blurting everything out. The comments, the constant harassment, and then what he said that day. The more I spoke, the quieter she became. By the time I repeated the threat, she was staring at the floor, her face pale, her knuckles white around the towel she was still holding. And then the door opened. He walked in, tossing his backpack down and calling for her. The second he saw me sitting there, he froze. Confusion flickered across his face, then recognition, then the realization of exactly why I was there. She didn't waste any time. She called him over, sat him down, and asked if what I said was true. He tried to laugh it off, deny it, but she cut him off sharp. Her voice wasn't loud, but it was firm in a way that made the air heavy. For the next 10 minutes, I witnessed something I'll never forget. A mother laying down the law with absolute clarity. She told him she was ashamed, that this behavior was disgusting, that he was lucky it was only me telling her and not the police or a teacher. She took his newly earned driver's license right out of his wallet, told him his privileges were gone, and handed down a punishment that made even me raise my eyebrows. He'd be writing an essay about his actions, over and over until it was right.